How's it going, guys? It's Jimmy from WTOG here. JJ kicked us off with a good upload yesterday. It was interesting. I'll give him an A for effort. But on a different side note, I saw this video yesterday, and it got me thinking about this certain thing a lot. Are imbalances good in games? Now, that sounds a little bit weird. I'm going to do my best to explain it. If you're thinking about it realistically and logically, you actually don't want everything in a game to be balanced. Because if everything was balanced, then there'd be a certain way to win, or there'd be a certain way to do things that would give you the highest percentage of winning. And an example I'd give for that is chess, because chess, both sides are equally balanced. You both start off with the same pieces, and to win in a game of chess, you have to follow certain strategies. If you just experiment, there's always going to be someone out there who can beat you. There are certain strategies you have to follow in chess if you want to be the absolute best. Which is where I gather my point. Imbalances in a game are actually good for a game. You see, by having certain champions in League of Legends overpowered, or certain classes in Hearthstone good at doing certain things, that creates a meta game, because then majority of people are going to play that overpowered champion, and everyone else is going to play champions to counter that, and then people are going to play champions to counter the counter, and it creates a meta game because people are going to be playing different stuff. The overpowered champion is not always going to be the best solution to winning. So next time you find yourself on a forum complaining about how a champion needs to be nerfed or this card needs to be removed from Hearthstone, just think about it. Granted, that champion might be overpowered, but it being overpowered is going to force other people to play counters to it, and the metagame is going to be always changing, causing people to always play different characters, and is what makes League of Legends and Hearthstone such successful games. The whole reason I bring up this topic is because we always find ourselves, when we're playing video games, complaining about how this is better than that, and just how this is overpowered. Why would anyone ever play anything else? And that's actually a good thing. That's healthy for a game because it causes a meta effect. You do not want everything the same. If everything was balanced, then there'd be a certain path to victory and everyone would have to follow that route. By creating a meta, it allows you to play different champions, and a champion that does get you a bunch of wins this week could go on a 10 losing streak next week. The same thing applies for Hearthstone. If a new card comes out for Hunter and everyone's playing Hunter right now because it's so overpowered, well, then people are going to start playing a counter to the Hunter, and Hunter's not going to be good anymore, and then people are going to start countering the counter, and you get it. So just think about that. Next time you're complaining about how something's overpowered, just think about how that's actually healthy for a game, and it's actually good, within parameters. Obviously, if it's not super OP, but a little bit of imbalance in a game is actually good for a game, and it causes a meta effect, which is what keeps the game interesting. It keeps everything changing, and it makes it where there's not just one certain way to win. There's multiple different ways given the current meta. So that's pretty much all. Let me know what you think.
No exception to the rule, do what you do to get by, cause I keep ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me that clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me